Good afternoon everybody and welcome to day 22 of Super September. Right guys, I've come to Cranford Park. Now on my last video I was up the other end on Cranford Lane and I will be making my way there today to clean the rest of that fly tip. Now I did drive down there last night and all my bags from the last video and the fly tip it was piled up next to have gone. However, the fly tip halfway along is still there. So I've got a couple of helpers from Hillingdon litter pickers going to help me clean that. Don't know how much of it I'll record because I've got to get in the water and I don't really want to have the GoPro in the water. So my plan today is to have a little mosey round and then just see what I can get, and then basically I'm going to sort of head around this plantation across and the back across and then down there. So we'll see what we'll get. Anyway, thank you for joining me. Day 22 guys, only just over a week to go and Super September will be over. Wow. Anyway, let's enjoy the rest of it. So this is definitely on my list of Super September. So without any further ado guys, thank you for joining me and let's get to work. Just got a little bit in the bag for the moment. I've walked past these guys here having their barbecue. So I'm just going to sort of meander around with my intention of making my way to the bottom at the moment. Follow some of these trails what the dog walkers use. And then I'll probably just go past the camp where the drinkers are. Well, used to be. Last time I went there it was virtually clean. So we'll just get what we get. But I will just say in the meantime, I'll put a couple of pictures up now guys of what I've got coming here. So I just walked from home. I had a heavy lunch. Mrs. O had cooked some spag the other night and there was still some left over and some rice, so I sort of made a concoction of rice and spag and stuck it in the microwave for 2 minutes. So not only was it nuclear hot, but it's sitting on my stomach like a lead balloon at the moment. So I thought, walking a few miles won't do me any harm. So I'm looking forward to meeting up with Tess. Oh, look at that, guys. Look. A British Airways A380. If that isn't going to Los Angeles, I'll change my name to Charlie Farnes Barnes, because it's bang on about the time. It's just gone 3 o'clock. They have a 3 o'clock flight to Los Angeles. It's about 3:15 on a Saturday afternoon at the moment. I've had the day off. So, yeah. Lovely. Go on, my son. Anyway, where was I? So I got a few bags coming here. I'll put the pictures up now, and I got one where I left it by the alley, and then I didn't walk that much further before I got another one which I put on top of a table that was dumped. So I got a couple, and then the alleyway into the park which goes under the M4 motorway was really grubby, but I didn't want to use up all my bags on it for the moment. Now who I'm meeting later, Tess and Martyn from Hillingdon litter pickers, will be bringing some bags, but I just don't know how many we're going to need cleaning that rest of that fly tip up. So oh crap, it's blown out the bag. I'll report in on that later in the video. For the moment I'm just going to mosey around some of these trails, and as I said, my aim is just to make my way across towards the notorious drinker spot and then that fly tip, which I'll do at the end of the video. So in the meantime guys, let me just walk around and enjoy it. I've wrapped up, believe it or not. It's a super hot day and I'm wrapped up to the nines. Got the long sleeve on, got the trousers on, but I just wanted something, because I'm almost certain I've got to go into the waterway later. I wanted something I could just throw in the wash and not really care how it looks or how it ends up. So I'm just gonna have to grin and bear it for the moment. All right guys, I'll just keep walking around and I'll catch you in a little while. Well, surprisingly clean at the moment guys, to be honest. Not got much at all, just a tenth of a bag sort of thing with just small bits like this. I'm sure there'll be a drinker's camp or something as I make my way to that tree line in the distance. So I was going to say I'm just going to stop at this little crossroads here, well, cross paths, whatever you want to call it, just going to show you something, guys. So 2025, in 1995 and before, I used to run in here at least 5 or 6 times a week. Now they've just let it become overgrown now. They call it nature, which is fair enough, but it used to look like a golf course, guys. It was manicured to like a golf course. That fence there never existed. I used to run in here. It was just so wonderful. As I said, you'd have trouble thinking you wasn't on a golf course. Just let it, I don't know, I think it's a little bit too overgrown, is my personal opinion, from how it used to be. So we'll have to go with it. I'm not here for much longer, so never mind. We'll throw in a few interesting facts, guys, as well today. So I've got quite a few still to burn up before the end of Super September. So after the pyramids were built, whenever it was, the next tallest building to be built was thousands of years later, with the Eiffel Tower. So yep, that was the first building to be taller than the pyramids. And that, pick that up, that was built, I'm not quite sure actually, it was late, about 1880s, I think. If I'm wrong, I'll have to flash it up on the screen. Now, it was 1,034 feet when it was first built. It's got taller, now 1,084 feet. It's 50 foot taller because of some antenna they chucked on the top of it, and it included as part of the height, which I think is a little bit of a cheat. So that's the Eiffel Tower in Paris. It also weighs 10,500 tons. 10,500 tons, and about 250,000 rivets were put in it to hold it together. So that's the Eiffel Tower, guys. I've been to it quite a few times, but I've never actually been on it. Mrs. O's been on it. She had lunch on it when her sister came over from Los Angeles, and they all had a trip to Paris on the Eurostar. So yes, I've not actually ever been on it, just been underneath it a few times. Right, guys, I've continued on my merry way. This park's really changed, it's really grown up. I'm having trouble actually getting my bearings, considering I could run in here years ago blindfolded and know where I was. Now I know where I'm going, but I feel a little bit turned around, in the sense of, like, this path never used to exist, and all this it only used to go to my right. There's a little bit over here by the stream. A lot of people are having barbecues and whatnot in here at the moment. So it's just a little bit different to how it used to be. So let's speak about one of my other facts, guys, for the moment, which is the Mariana Trench. So the deepest place on earth is the Mariana Trench, which is, I'll put a map up, guys, of where it is. It's in the Pacific Ocean. It's more towards this sort of Asian side of the Pacific. I always thought it was right in the middle of it, believe it or not, but it's not. It's quite a way over, and that is about 7.5 miles deep. There's a little picture here. If you look carefully, if Mount Everest was placed at the bottom of the Mariana Trench, it wouldn't actually get above the surface of the sea. That's how deep the Mariana Trench is in the Pacific Ocean. It's just about 7 miles more or less, guys, I would say. Mount Everest is just over 6 and a bit miles. So, but remember, that's a little bit of a cheat with Mount Everest. The actual mountain is probably only about 5,000 feet, like a lot of mountain. They just sit on, it just sits on top of a massive plateau Let's have a little mosey down there, see if we can see anything. So it's a little bit of a cheat. So the actual mountain isn't 29,000 feet. It's just sitting on a plateau. Look at the state of this. Wow. It's the first time I've seen this, guys. Just going to turn around and show you it. Look at this. Look at that. All the trees collapsed. Look, it's fallen into the river. And then there's just an absolute build-up of crap there. Look. Look at that. There's tons of it. Absolutely tons of bottles and cans and everything. It's just formed the dam, basically. So obviously when you get the winter rains, it's washed everything down there. Wow, that's crazy. I think I'll take a picture of that quickly, and I will report it to the council and see what they say about it in the Right guys, I found myself a little camp. The one that I knew traditionally is probably another 150 yards further down. So the water level's extremely low at the moment. Extremely low. Which ain't such a bad thing. I do have some gloves with me today, guys. I'm just going to put them on a little bit later. Look, this is the problem. Look, chair dumped here, look. So much crap dumped. Look, supermarket trolley. Oh crap. It's full of water. Let's get the ones out I can get out for the moment, guys. Right, that's better. So yeah, people are just coming in here and having barbecues and parties, and there's more people doing it than what there are being able to clean it. So I might come and get that supermarket trolley a little bit later. We'll see what sort of mood I'm in after I've got in the water. But the other camp, the one I was more, let's say, familiar with, was just up here. Yeah, the camp I was more familiar with was this one, guys. This used to be the absolute pit. And by the pit, I really mean the pit. There's barely anything in it now by its old tradition, shall we say. A little bit. I'm going to actually get myself a bag finally. And as I said, what I've got to do is when I do leave later, when I've finished cleaning up that muck behind me, I'm going to do a few bags going home. Oh, it's a little bit worse than I thought. Look, there's this in here, guys, as well. I tell you what, let me have a clean up here. Oh crap, tongs are wet. Let me have a clean up here, guys, and I'll get it all tidy and I'll bag it all up. litter pick in the open space of the park has now become a little bit of a challenge, because there's a few bags here and I'll lug them round in a minute. I'm not far from where I've got to be with Tess and Martyn anyway, so I will just add them to that pile. So as I said, I've got a couple of bags coming here, and then I put one on top of a dumped coffee table, sort of thing you do around here. Just dump your furniture in the street because you're bone idle. I'll tell you what guys, let me get another bag. And what I can do is do a couple of runs around in a little while. As I said, when I leave here, I'll show you where I'm gonna clean with Tess and Martyn. I've not actually seen the park side of it. I've only seen the park side of it from the road. So let me keep going in the meantime, guys. Let me keep going. Right guys, there you go. I've cleaned all the crap that was in between these tree stumps, and I've just give the whole area a little bit of a tidy up as I just pan around slowly. And I've got 4 bags in so far, guys. So what I'm going to do now is just move them over to the roadway and then make my way to go and meet Tess and Martyn for this fly tip that was on the last video and is appalling. That's all I can say. It's an OMG moment. So I'll meet you around there, guys. I'll carry these round and I'll meet you around there. Right guys, I've dumped them 4 bags off and I've walked all the way back round again. I'm not far past the camp again to get to the this fly tip. As I said, it's on the other side of the stream. Oh, you bloody thing. Oh dear. But it's really difficult in here. I'm totally blocked off in places. So I thought what I'll do is I'll make a start before Tess and Martyn get here, because really once they get here we should be able to clean it up pretty quickly. And if I'm going to get in the river I might just pile up the bags, guys. I'm going to get in this shit. Look, there's my 4 bags, guys, that I just walked round, and this is basically the spot of the fly tip. So just see if we can get that crap out of it. But this was a little bit difficult to find, believe it or not, even though I knew it was here. Look at that, look, this is it, guys, look at all this shit on this side. They've thrown it so violently that it's ended up this side. Look, I'm gonna have to somehow get in there in a sec and try and clean it up or throw it back over. Bastards, absolute bastards. I'll do what I can though, guys. I've got some help coming, so I'm sure I'll get it done. I'm sure we'll get it done. Right guys, I did put the gloves on, but I can't undo the bags with them on, so I've just had to take them off again. It's taken me 5 minutes to change a bag otherwise. So I will just have to work without them like normal. This is half the reason I just can't be bothered with gloves. I'm changing bags so quickly, and I don't think this is a drug den. This is just one person has done this. That's all it takes. One person just to throw all their crap here and make it look like this. That's a carnage. Oh dear. But I've done a few bags. Let's get in there. Let's just get that out as well. And I'm going to just keep battling on for the moment, guys. I'm determined to do it, and I'm determined once Martyn and Tess arrive to get in the water and get them bloody mattresses out. That's if I can lift them. Look, they're there, look. There's one there. Move the camera, and there's another one up there. Once they get full of water though, they become impossible. These ones won't be too bad. And then Tess and Martyn can have a bit of a clean up, and I'll just throw this crap out. Once I'm in the water, I don't think it'll take me too long. It's just getting these heavy ones out. So in the meantime, guys, I am going to just carry on cleaning this and getting it reasonably spick and span. Reasonably spick and span. Beep, 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 beep. Talk of the devil, and they arrived. Look, I'm over here, love. I was just filming my bit. So Tess has arrived, guys. So yes, so I've got this done pretty well. So we're just going to crack on now and finish this bit off, and I'll see you in a minute. Right, guys, that's Tess and Martyn. Say hello, Tess. Say hello, Martyn. They've come to help, and they've done a grand job. We've already pulled this huge pile out, but the best is yet to come, because I am now going in the water to go and retrieve these mattresses. So we have given it a good tidy up so far, but it's time to go and get wet. So bon voyage. I'm going to go in slowly because there's probably 50. Are you ready? Yeah. Right. This Mrs. Zoe's going to have the needle with me when I get home. Hopefully I'll Martyn, you just stay up on the bank and I'll throw it up. That's a base, by the way, that's not a mattress. You ready? Yeah. Okay, just leave it there for the mo and I'll help you pull it in up further in a sec. I'm just going to get some of this crap out as well, guys, while I'm here, which we can bag up. Great to have some help, guys. Could never have done this on my own. It's just too heavy and the bank's too steep. Right, got another one coming, guys. This one could be heavy because it's, oh bloody hell, I need to be Arnold Schwarzenegger. Wow, that was heavy. So we're just pulling it out, guys, of this stream. There's some roofing felt here. This is where Tess and Martyn are really earning their wages. Stinks as well, can you smell that? Oh, stagnant water. Oh, that's rotten. Oh, this one weighs a ton as well. Right, guys, not enjoying this whatsoever, but needs a must. I've just sunk in about 4 inches of mud. Mrs. Zoe's gonna kill me. Mrs. Zoe's gonna be like, where have you been? I think you're getting the gist of this, guys. It's filthy. Martin, you got gloves on? You... Whew. This one is I'm going to try and pull it up on the bank so you can get a grip of it, but I'm stuck under this tree. Stay there, Tess, it weighs a ton, love.
You leave it because you won't start going down.
Unlikely.
Okay.
Let me just pull it up to there. You ready? Grab hold of stinks as well.
That bag at the same time.
Absolutely stinks, don't it?
That's some kind of a two-lot.
Oh, that's nearly all of it though, guys. All right, Martin, just as long as it's there, once I'm up on the bank, I'll help you grab it.
Maybe some of the water right.
Mind out a sec, Tess. Mind out, love. Right. That is filthy. Right, guys, I think you got the gist of that for the video. I'm getting out of here, minus a few of these bits, so I'll catch you on the summing up. Right, everybody, with the help of Tess and Martyn, we haven't been here this long actually, but it just needed a bit of manpower, should we say, to we've cleaned this stream up, got all the bags and all the crap out of it. We've cleaned up this area, and this is our booty for today. So the huge pile, especially with all the other stuff we done as well in the park. So I'm going to call that the equivalent of 25 bags for Super September. Am I getting a thumbs up? 25 bags from the adjudicators. So that gives us a running total of 215 bags, guys, for Super September after day 22. Let's move out the road so I don't get killed to death. I just want to say, everyone, thank you very much for watching. Thank you for all your kind donations, buy me a coffees and everything else. Pleased I've got that done. So part one was the other day, this is part two. I'm going to leave it there for the council to clean up. In the meantime, it just leaves me to say I'm going home for a nice cup of tea. You going home for a nice cup of tea as well? Certainly are. And catch you tomorrow.